My wife wants to know what the hell is Rich doing?
Dominant power.
The first podcast to be bold, handsome, and dangerous. Could have relied on looks, but let the fight game make him famous. 3 podcast kings, minus the glitz and the glamour. It's your boy JT, the professor, and the hammer.
Let's do this! I just trained, taking a bath, Carrie. This is sex cells.
Good evening, folks. Welcome to Professor Hammer. Obviously, with my boy Rich Scott Hammer, fresh off of his game at the YMCA, and the producer extraordinaire, Jordan Turner. What's up, boys?
Jordan Clamor as well.
Jordan Clamor.
I think I'm having a stroke right now. That's why I'm like,
You got like 5 more, according to Alan.
I gotta catch up.
What is that back?
10 seconds in, and we already have a Where's Alex?
Jordan, show him the background.
Oh, yeah. You see, we got Nels back here with his lubricant.
It looks like a Diddy party.
It is a Diddy party.
And then we got you over here looking very confused.
I do. I don't know what's going on.
And just Paul's Italian back.
Oh my god. How is everybody? It's been a while since we've done a podcast. We started getting a rhythm of one, and then we broke it.
Can we really call
that was
that
a good rhythm, though?
We're trying here. We're not the best at this, but we're trying. All right, what else? What did we just talk about? So I think we kind of recapped enough Cage Wars. We have Cage Wars coming up in 3.5 weeks. The Dia de Muertos. We're gonna have Alex Williams on when he gets back from training. Tonight.
What a novel idea. Training for a fight. That's weird.
Yeah.
Don't need it.
Bro, I'm playing basketball for the fight. I'm trying to go like the Phil Jackson route of like
it's like in Rocky 3 when Apollo's like, "Can you swim?"
Basically, I'm just getting my own way. All right.
That's right.
I mean, if it's getting you the cardio, then you're fucking A-okay.
That's my goal, is just to really make sure cardio is okay, because that's like,
what is that movie? It came out in the late 90s with Ben Stiller in it, and he plays a superhero.
Mystery Men?
Mystery Men. That is the key to Rich winning all his fights, is to put your finger on that exposed nerve and let the real Hulk come out. And I think we haven't done that enough, so I'm going to say something infuriating to him before the fight, and that fight will be over in 30 to 45 minutes.
And Nash still told me that, too. I think Jordan is, I got to get too much into the show side of things.
Oh, for sure. And listen, we've already told Rich that Paul and I have coordinated our outfits.
He said today, that's what Liz, I showed Liz, she goes, "I hate you guys." I'm like, what?
Oh.
Grown men ordering stuff off Shine to match.
Timu, baby.
That's what Paul said. Paul's like,
no, that's good shit, dude.
I got a full outfit with a hat, shirt, pants, shoes.
Hold the surprise. We don't want. We give
jewelry. Listen, the surprise is the outfit. I can tell you exactly what it is, and you're still not going to know the real surprise of this. That's going to be epic. I will win a Slammy award at the end of the year, a Cloud Hammer award. End of the year for best dressed corner.
You're gonna win a Clammy?
A Clammy. And it's amazing what you can find in China. And the fact that entire outfit cost me $60.
You go assless pants or what?
It probably will deteriorate by the end of the night. It'll just be like dissolving off me as I'm like getting the richest fight.
Guys, man, they're using some like insane fabrics over there, but
I'm definitely getting some form of cancer from this outfit.
All made of bat skin.
On that topic, I took a fight. I want to have one more fight. Like, you just get out of the way. I am way too old for this. I'm realizing, but I just have to do it. We keep saying retirement fight, but they don't go the right way. Like, I just want a fit ending. One was a bullshit stoppage. One, that fucking dude didn't show up. One was supposed to be a fucking layup, and then I get a fucking full court shot with Kenny fucking Crea, and I'm like, that was not how that was supposed to go. I didn't train for that type of fight, and that motherfucker is a buzzsaw. So this one, his name is Niles Rife, which sounds. I feel like it's a Rocky movie, and he's the English bad guy, even though he's not an English.
100%.
It's a great.
He's got that Cockney accent, like the guy from Creed.
He's a Marine, former Marine, whatever. Like,
is he really?
He's experienced fighter. Like, so it's like.
I'm already rooting for this guy more.
Oh, 100%, dude. It's he has a.
He sounds cooler.
He does sound good. Niles, that's just a cool name. And then
he probably never gave up on his team at the Y before. You know,
I didn't give up on my team. I wasn't in, so I said, you know what? I'm going home. I got a podcast to run. You guys play your game. I'm a celebrity. I got
Jordan. Do you see how I'm starting to push the buttons?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna be honest with
you. Perfect. We got to get them revved up.
They're the greatest guys. They're really good basketball players. I just I wasn't happy with the refs, and I just left because I have a temper, and I'm like, I'm just gonna excuse myself in the situation. I just started yelling at the refs. I swore at them. I already have, like, if you ask Kevin Mack, who worked part-time with the Y, I already have 2 strikes in my account from incident reports at the Y because I have a temper.
Just to give you some a base to this, I've been a member at the Y for 42 years, and I've never gotten a strike ever. Not even something like, should we give this guy a strike?
Oh, I'm a live wire. Oh, let's just put it that way.
Rich just doesn't know to not, like, go unclothed into the gym area. He leaves the locker room completely naked.
Bro, I literally walk out of there in my underwear, basically. Like, I'm like, I don't care. I leave my underwear. They're like, all right. I'm like, see you later. They're like, bro, like, you got to put it. I'm like, I don't care.
Listen, before Rich walks into the cage for his last fight, allegedly, I'm going to whisper in his ear that his true t-shirt size is an extra large. I win. Like, that guy stands no chance.
At my birthday party, I had to fit into a large, and it fit. The medium was too small, so
it did not fit. It made it over him. It did not fit, though.
The large fit. Bro, okay. What? Dude, this girl just wants to be on camera. Come on, okay, Liz. There you go. Oh, look at Liz having to come in. My phone. I've been trying to get you out.
What? She couldn't army crawl to get her phone. She had to be like.
There was trained canine right there. She just said, lay a phone or whatever. Phone.
Seriously, you got these killer dogs that can do anything.
Look at her. Yeah. Here, can you see her? She's my mama.
Can I ask you a question about your dogs?
Yeah.
Is Liz one of those wacko people that speaks German to the German Shepherds?
Just a couple commands.
Okay, I'm curious about that.
No, just a couple.
Why?
There's a training that is done in German, I think. Like that, so it's part of the training. It's like, what's that?
So,
German?
I thought of this in the cars one day because I have a 45-minute drive to work, and I was thinking that you could literally say anything to a dog and show them something, and they will associate with that. So
yeah,
I don't know why people insist on speaking German to German Shepherds. That just seems crazy to me.
I know there's a reason. I think part of the reason is because so they can hear the word clearly, and other people like can't just say it. So like if you're getting chased by a German Shepherd and you yell stop, it doesn't get confused.
Okay.
Old before.
I'll buy that.
So you don't want like the ghost of Hitler coming to haunt you, and you know you gotta abide by the rules.
If you had like what are those feral cats? What are those Egyptian cats? Do you speak Egyptian to those people, or is it just like
cats don't listen anyway?
Yeah, no, all cats are Spanish, all of them. Oh, yep, every cat.
Yeah,
my bird is South American, so.
Oh my God,
Little Rico.
I can't wait till that bird gets released into the wild in 3 weeks.
No, never, bro. I'm a bird guy. I love my bird. It's like
sure, 100%.
But the DOJ's Muerte card. These gummies are kicking in already. It's gonna be an early night. So
looks like Jordan and I gonna carry the show again.
Yep. So
we'll make it Hooks do it.
I tried to I don't want to. It's in drama. I'm done talking about it. I'm not going to say his name. Try to get a fight with a certain buffoon. He played games. I reached out. Tim reached out. His friends, his manager, his coach.
Jack Flansburgh?
I don't want to say his name. I don't want to give him credit. Like he's a buffoon. And he cites, he accepted the fight and then never would like commit to the weight or when Tim's trying to get him to commit. Because if anybody knows, and if you don't know, you don't just accept the fight. It's not like in The Office when Michael declares bankruptcy. You don't just yell, I declare. You don't just declare bankruptcy there. You have to, there's a procedure to go through to accept the fight and confirm it.
Listen, he seemed to make a lot of sense on all his posts this week. So,
oh, yeah. They're still going today. It hasn't stopped.
I feel bad for him, man. Like he has a mental issue, and that's why I don't want to. I realize he has something severely wrong with him. Obviously, aside from physical defects that we all can see, there's something mentally impaired there. So like, I don't want to harp on him anymore. I mean, it was really uncalled for because obviously we know he's short. Obviously we know he has a very small penis from all his pictures he posts, and I shouldn't say, and I don't want to bring it up. That's a personal matter between him and obviously nobody, because he's always crying about it and he doesn't have a girlfriend. But like, I just hope like when his mom bathes him, she doesn't bring it up, because that's like, that'd be so. I mean, he doesn't deserve that. Like, so I hope he finds peace in one end of the trailer park or the other. It doesn't matter to me. I just want him to have a good life. You know what I mean? He's not a
Rich, serious question.
Yeah.
If you were 100% healthy, like you hit the fountain of youth, and you got guaranteed one fight, Jeff Gregory or John Flansburgh, who you choose?
I already beat up Jeff Gregory. I'd like to beat up Flansburgh.
Okay, interesting.
You know what I mean? Like the Jeff thing, like, saw how that was going. It got stopped because another man stopped it. Like, it wasn't Jeff who stopped me. Like, it was.
Are you saying the only reason why Jeff is still walking around is because another man forced you to stop beating him?
The first time, yes, exactly. That would have been
interesting.
Yeah. How the rules of engagement go. If I didn't, if he tapped out and the ref spared his life, so like we wouldn't have had a second fight if it was.
What was I remember you mounted him, but what was the submission he tapped to?
I didn't think you had a submission, did you?
No, it was just pressure. I was just cracking him in the ribs, and I had like a bar across his neck, but it wasn't a lot of pressure.
Oh, okay.
Cut off pressure. It was just
Rich was like looking out the cage, giving surfs up. He was
he was kind of facing away from me, so that's why I don't like. I just saw like looking at Rich.
I don't talk about him either. That's old news. Like, Paul handled that. Like, that's kind of put to bed. Like, whatever. But John, just, I hope he gets straight. So you're right. Like, I would like to beat up Flansburgh because there's been so much like back and forth. But at the same time, I realized like I wouldn't walk into a daycare and start kicking kids. Like, what am I doing now? I'm just picking on someone.
That's a bold-faced lie. First of all,
I would do that. You're right. So I guess
along with his long rap sheet at the YMCA, he also has a rap sheet at the Burn Hills Middle School. So
the thing, it doesn't matter. He's gonna say shit on to his 8 people who actually listen to him, and then everybody's kind of seeing how he is, and that's sad. It is what it is. And he's
all joking aside, listen, wish those guys the best in their life, but we're moving on.
Yeah, we're done. 9:54. What's today? The 10th, 9th. We're done talking about it. So this card's crazy because Prasad is the champion of Danger Zone, and then came up, won the championship here, and now he has a challenger. That's going to be a really good fight. The challenger's DeJesus, who just beat Hidley, and he's been fighting for a while. That's a banger. Obviously, Alex Williams, I don't know if I thought Utica has moving vehicles now. I don't know what he's doing to get home from training, but like, he should be here soon.
He's here.
Right? And who's his opponent? I don't really know much about his opponent.
Rich, he had to use dial-up
Who do you
modem.
want to message?
Oh, there we go.
He used dial-up modem to get up on this call, so
he's not okay. Oh, there we go.
Yo, is it good?
Yeah, you're good.
All right.
Give me 1 second. I don't know what the hell's happening with this.
Who?
How do you get rid of this?
Who?
Here's what I found.
They're serious Googling some shit for him.
I hope it doesn't read.
He's listening to us. We're fucked.
Yeah.
Nels, would you like to navigate back to Pornhub?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Your subscription to xhamster.com is waiting. Alex, man, thank you for joining us. How was training tonight?
Oh, good. Very good.
We were just about to bring up we were talking about your co-main event fight and how exciting that is. I mean, you are literally 18 years old, correct?
Yeah.
3 fights in a year.
Where do you guys fucking find these people?
This will be my 6th fight this year.
NBA finds these like superheroes or villains, depending on what team you're on, who are all like 17, 18, and 19 years old.
So I don't want to.
Yeah, I just hang out the local high school and I pick them off.
Duff and Jordan.
I see Jordan just beating up high school kids until one beats him up. Like, we got one, Duff.
Yeah, Duff and Jordan are grooming the fucking children to be like war animals over there. That's amazing though. 18. Let's just jump right into it. Background. MD MMA is your gym. Coach Duff Holmes, Jordan's gym as well. See champions out of there such as Kyle Kaler, Alamaro, Ja.
Have you guys ever tried to count how many titles you've won? MD MMA?
Nah, me and Duff were talking about it the other night. We got a lot of Cage Wars champions.
Yeah, great.
Because like I started in, I want to say 2014. I started refereeing and judging and shit like that, and you guys were going strong back then. I mean, Alex was like 3 years old back then.
Yeah, I think like there's like what that at least 6 in the last like year, or not year, the last 3 years.
Yeah,
like there's it's got to be, and then that's not even like including just defenses and shit like that. But a ton of them at Cage Wars.
Richie, your internet is all jacked up right now. I think he's broadcasting from Utica. But like that's what I find impressive about you guys is that you don't just take the title and run. I mean, Al Morrow, I think, probably has the most defenses, maybe next to Corey Norman. I don't know the exact numbers, but you guys have so many defenses. It's awesome. Alex, so you're 18, right?
Yeah.
And is this your first title attempt?
Yeah, this will be my first one.
Am I in here?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Barely. You sound like you're
robotic.
Is this better?
Yes. And there he goes.
He's Rich. You gotta
computer message tonight. Who's your fighting against again?
His name's Tristan Carr out of Redemption MMA.
Now I don't know a whole
bunch about them.
What's up?
Has he fought for Cage Wars before or no?
Nah, he's fought for like that Full Contact Promotions a lot.
Out in Rochester.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's from like Danesville or something like that down. It's like a little bit below Rochester. He trains out there.
They run a great promotion. I went out there years ago with Andrew Jessamine. You there, Richie?
Yes.
You're frozen.
He just said yes, but nothing moved.
Andrew Jessamine, Jake Davis, we went out there. Great promotion. But I tell you, they don't really draw that many people. I don't know if you guys have ever been out there at FCP. It's a kind of like the Armory type of building. But like I said, they didn't really draw a whole lot of people. But they got quite the scene out there with what's that gym out there that Casey Lamb and all them Synthesis, yeah. They come by my gym quite often. One of the head instructors does a lot of business out in Albany, and he comes through. Richie's gonna lose his fucking mind tonight. So, Alex, what do you know about this guy?
I mean, based off of his fights, I would think he's a striker, but he's got wins by submission too. I mean, he just seems like he's like a well-rounded. He's a tough guy for sure. He played football. Definitely a tough dude.
I started to see that gym.
Now we're in action, Rich.
Yes. Are we good?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Finally. Hey. Okay. Sorry. Hey, mama. Sorry. Keep going.
I started seeing their gym show up at a lot of jiu-jitsu events lately. So
Is it Precision?
Yeah. They were at Fuji, I think.
Yep, they were.
By the way,
like nice guys.
They won the adult division. But they seem to be an up and coming program, starting to get their name out there a lot.
That was the coach we went against a few times, right? With Paul.
Yes.
Yeah, he was a good guy, really good guy.
Yeah, they seem like a good gym. This is a very interesting Cage Wars. I like a lot of new opponents.
Exactly, there's like 30 fights.
Yeah. Well, a couple will fall out.
Really won't. Don't even say that. I have a question, Alex. When did you start training? Like, we probably went over that. I don't even know. It seems like because we started talking about Nels' history of fighting or something, and then we went away from the.
And then you couldn't figure out how to use a computer,
bro. Because I
understand salesman. It's okay.
I'm doing the best.
Sell internet access would be a lot better.
Yeah, you're telling me. So Alex, when did you start fighting? Like, what brought you into MMA? Like, how old were you? Like, what got you interested?
So when I was like, I was like really young. Like, I mean, 8, 9 years old. I didn't start training yet, but I had found out about Nick and Nate Diaz, so it got me into the sport. And then when I was like 12, I got into a jiu-jitsu academy, but it was way too much money to afford for per month. So stopped training after a couple weeks, and then I got into MVMA at 14, and I've just been there ever since.
How does that work?
Wow, that's amazing. That explains a lot, man. You kind of stormed on the scene, and you're well-rounded. It's insane.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
How does that work for you guys when like you're 14? Is there a kids division, or do you guys just all mix up in one class?
There's a kids class, and then there's a 101, which is like the building blocks of like the whole thing, like it's all basics. And so I started out in that my first like 2 or 3 weeks, and then I went into the adults class with like, I remember when I started, I was in there with like Brendan and all of them.
Yeah.
When Brendan fought, like this was a couple months before Brendan fought Harley, I think.
Okay. And were you a big kid? Like, did you fit in well with the adult class, or?
I mean, I got my ass kicked for a while, but
but dude, let's be real here. You were throwing head kicks like right off the jump. Like the mobility was just already there.
Because that age is an odd age when you run a school to determine where you put a kid, because you're really not an adult and you don't have that man strength yet. But at the same time, you're a big guy. I mean, how tall are you?
Like 6'1".
Okay, I mean,
dude, it's crazy because you grew. I keep saying that you grew since last week. Like I saw you last fight, and I was like, I didn't realize you were that much taller than me.
Yeah.
Before you didn't seem. I knew you were taller, but wasn't like that. So next to you this time, I was like, oh fuck, like.
Yeah,
and Rich and I are also 6'1".
More than anything, like it helped that because being in with the adults from being that young, it was like it's so many guys in there to look up to, and like it's like a chase to like try and keep up with them. So like all of them, they make just everybody so much better.
On top of the fact that where you were saying you started, MVMA had hammers, absolute hammers in that room at that time. Not that you don't now, but you had just all kinds of really good wrestlers and really tough kids.
Yeah, Duff makes killers.
Yeah, for sure. So now you said you're like 6'1". Do you think you're done? Like, do you think this is your final form, or do you think you're still growing?
I think I'm still growing for sure.
Yeah,
because every fight camp, I mean, for my first fight, I was only walking around like 173 maybe, and I fought at 170. But now I'm like probably walking around like 182, something like that.
Yeah, is it getting harder to make weight?
Not really. Yeah. I don't know. It's just like I mean, the April fight was my first time ever having to go to the sauna with the guys, but that's just because like I was keeping water in me.
Well, that's just for fun. I mean, right? I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not about cutting weight at that point. It's just,
I only had like three pounds to go. I just went for the experience.
Remember when Corey Quintana, before he beat Malik for the title, he cut weight with you? And
had to shave his back.
Yeah, dude, I got pictures of that. That's yeah, that was we won't talk about the other stuff that went on that weekend.
That was crazy. So you because like you didn't even put on like your man weight yet. That's
what I'm saying, man. Like we have not even like. I predict for you probably 170 would probably be your final weight, because I mean you're starting to still put on that man strength kind of muscles, and you're gonna be a scary dude, man. You're a scary dude now. Like I mean, you
fighting Bryce and trying to defend those takedowns made me feel like I got no man strength yet.
Listen, that kid we were talking about that today. Like Bryce has like an endless motor, and it's just I
was saying, like when I'm bigger than Bryce, but I'm like I could stop a few, but he keeps coming, and it's just like it just wears.
He doesn't have any quit. Like it's 100%. Watching the fights, you can tell. Like he can take a beating, go 3-4 rounds, and he's still just there.
And he just.
When someone told me he was in the Marines, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Like,
yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
But it's always like my story with Bryce, because like I came back from Georgia, I knew him a little bit, whatever, but like I'm like, oh, this kid's just a monster watching him spar. And then like he just slamming people through the fucking gate, and I'm like, yo, listen, like the first time we sparred, I'm like, you can beat the shit out of me, I don't care, you cannot slam me. I'm like, I'm fucking 100 years old, I can't take that fucking 18 seconds in the fight, I'm like, oh, I'm in the air. I'm like, stop. He's like, I'm sorry. As he crashes me through the fucking thing because he forgot and just like drilled me through the fight. And I'm just laying there like, I asked you, please. Like,
I've had that with Santino. If we're rolling and then he hears something on my arm. He's 18. Santino's 18 as well, right?
Yeah. So I'm sorry.
Yeah. He's like newly 18.
Yeah, he's a monster too. So what you're saying? He was on your arm and what?
Oh yeah, same kind of thing. Like he just hears my old man bones popping.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, did your arm just break? Are you okay? And I'm like, oh, I don't know, dude. He went pale white. I'm like, nah, I'm fine. Old.
We have a fighter, young dude, his name DJ. He's fighting on his card, debut fight, right? So he's starting to spar hard. You know, he's been training for a little under a year, but like 9 months, I'd say. And so we can't, he has to fight. He's hard sparring with us. And I like pretend I was like, all right, you just got to hit me hard. He's like, no, dude, you got to hit me hard, like because he's new. You know how it is. Like you're like, oh, it's hard to just hit somebody sometimes for some people, especially either way. And he fucking hit me really fucking hard. And I pretended to be knocked out. Like I fell, hit the ground. He's like, yo, are you okay? And like Hakeem was in on it and like just fucking with him. Like, oh yeah, you
you cover up your microphone, bro.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
The drugs are kicking in. So I'm sorry.
The defeat. The defeat in your voice. Yeah.
I know. Yeah. I realized I'm like, yeah, my pinky was on the fucking thing. Anyway, it's Alex's show. Alex, like, so what's your goals with this, man? I mean, you were like tearing this up. You are like, it's 6 fights in 1 year. Like, what's your end goal? Like, is this just a really fun hobby? Are you dipping your feet to see where you can go if there is a professional avenue for you? Are you just not undecided, just using it as fun, or like what's up?
More than anything in the world, like I'm willing to sacrifice everything I can to be in the UFC someday.
Would you set Jordan on fire?
What?
I mean, I'd set me on fire.
Would you set Jordan's beard on fire with a lighter to be in the UFC?
Yeah, that's worth
Sorry,
it,
Jordan,
dude.
but yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
That's easy. I wouldn't think twice.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Cost me gasoline, baby.
No, not like murder him, set him on fire, but I mean just like set the beard on fire so it goes up. Like it has to catch.
I'm pretty sure how quickly Alex answered that murder is on the menu.
100%. Yeah.
No, it's there. Yeah.
He was like, "Can I legally be held accountable for this?" Like that's what he's thinking.
Yeah.
No, man, that's amazing. That's amazing. You have the feeling to do it if this is where you are at 18. You stick with, training all the time. You got good people around you, great people around you. I mean, Duff's freaking amazing. He's been to the UFC. I mean, Jordan's a great coach. Al, a great example.
What's the plan? Like, how many more amateur fights you're gonna take? What's the route you're envisioning yourself going to the UFC? Like,
I'm not sure. Like I like just like taking it fight by fight and just focusing on like what's ahead of me. I just focus on killing every time that I step in there. So I just want to go.
Tell you guys that like, okay, next fight's pro, or is that kind of open for debate?
I'm not sure. I think that he'll tell you like if you let's say you're in a Brendan Kennedy situation, 7-0, only been hit 4 times, every single fight's a finish. I think I remember him saying like, oh yeah, like we're probably thinking about going pro after this one, and so.
What happened to Brendan? Is Brendan stop because of family?
Yeah, Brendan has
so many babies.
Women, bro.
Most dangerous drug in the world.
It is. Yeah.
Because
that's good. No, but it's nice though. I mean, it's listen, and I say that jokingly, like if Brendan's listening, it's just like it's a good thing. That's a good family is a great thing to choose, you know. We always joke about that because we see a lot of guys in the gym as soon as they get like a serious girlfriend, it's like
remember Chris Hidley? Chris Hidley was the best. Chris like disappeared for like a month, 2 months. Like, where is this guy? All of a sudden you see on Facebook, Chris Hidley's in a relationship. We're like, oh, that's where he is.
Was it Hidley?
And then like 2 months later it says Chris Hidley's single and he walks in the gym like the next day.
That's the key, man. I mean, but I get it. We've all been there.
If Alex did that, we just sabotage it and it'd be fine.
Bro, you guys, Alex, what else do you do for a hobby?
I play with my dog.
Nice. What kind of dog?
I got a black lab.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
What's the name?
Dog Jordan.
Sadie.
Oh, Sadie. I like Dog Jordan.
Dog Jordan.
I think he was just talking about. I play with my dog. My dog Jordan is right here.
I mean, other hobbies. I don't really like anything other than like fighting.
Alex, you just kind of like sit in your room and rock back and forth until it's time to go punch someone in the face.
Well, so I was working at a barbershop for a while, but then now I'm out of work right now, but I got an interview coming up for Olive Garden, so I will not be sitting in my room. I'll be at Olive Garden, and then I'll
We're going Olive Garden then.
New Hartford?
I'd work at that Hembold's place. Is that you guys close to you guys?
I've never heard of it.
Well, I don't know what it's called. It has those cookies that are white and black.
Oh, Hemstrops?
Oh,
Hems. There we go.
Yeah.
I'd
yeah,
work
that's
there.
a good
Why you
shit.
don't work there anymore?
I'd work there.
I'm personally a Holland Farms kind of guy.
I've only been out that way
Yeah.
a little bit. What's Holland Farms? Do they make the same thing?
Yeah, but I think theirs is way better.
Where is your gym like compared
Bro,
to like
I went out to visit one day. I bought my car out there. I met with Jordan for lunch. I'm like, where do you want to go for lunch? Expecting something. He brought me to like McDonald's. I'm like, I'm joking. No, we went to like a pizza place. I'm like,
how far are you guys
Pizza
from that main
Boys.
strip in Utica?
I'm just joking. What?
How far is your gym
Uh,
to the main strip?
Like 5 minutes or so,
Yeah,
something like that. It's like New Hartford.
Okay, so do you know where the old mental facility is? The New York
I
State
think
has a data center there. I go out there. I used to go out there and work ever so often. And you guys have this weird thing that you guys love that I find to be extremely overrated, and it's charcoal wings.
That sounds awesome.
I've never even had them.
Is that?
Yeah, I'm not into it.
Maybe is it something? I
Sounds
thought it was-
made up.
No. The guy that works out
Bro,
there.
there's like, okay, time out. 20 seconds.
No,
time
there's
out.
one guy in Utica that likes them. It doesn't mean it's all of us, bro.
Bro, this dude could have picked 40 different things that Utica's known for, like Utica greens, chicken riggies. What else? There's like the other freaking.
Well, no, the reason I bring it up is
but you picked up charcoal.
said,
Or
I've had breakfast at the place that Alex talked about. It's a white building, right, on the main strip there.
Hemstrops you're talking about? Yeah. I think.
Yeah, I've gone there before and had breakfast there. It was really good. But like I don't understand the wings thing. Hold on, I'm looking on. I know I'm messing it up.
We got good pizza out here too.
Yeah,
that's what it is. The pizza, the red pie or whatever. What's it called?
Tomato pie.
Tomato pie. Thank you, bro. I'm fucking out there right now. I want to play Space Marine. That's my whole goal. So we got to end this soon. What else, man? I'm trying to think. Like, what's your favorite? What's been some of your favorite Cage Warriors fights? Not ones that you've been in. Or yeah, what's your favorite fight you've been in? And what's some of your favorite ones you've seen in the past?
Favorite one I've been in. I'm gonna pick two. The Tyler Gilfus one and the one with Bryce.
That Gilfus one, you showed a lot of poise, which is amazing, man. A lot of maturity. And what I noticed from that fight more than a lot of other ones, the communication between you and Duff. He's very good at like pacing you, and you're very good at responding to that. And that's
that fight. I took it on 4 days' notice, and then the day after I took it, I got like super sick, and so I fought in the fight like literally just wanted to go to sleep. Like I was feeling terrible.
Oh, then I take that back. You didn't do that on purpose. I thought you were being measured. I'm joking.
And then my favorite fights, like not mine, is probably Al versus I want to say it was Luke something. I don't remember the guy's last name. Yeah, that one.
Visengard,
yeah. That one. And Kyle versus Vinny was good. Kyle versus Harley, one of the greatest Cage Wars fights of all time.
That's definitely my fight of the century. Yeah, that was incredible. Just the pictures alone tell that story so well. That was just a brutal fight.
That's like one of those BMF type fights where they just stood in the middle of the cage and just swung on each other.
Yeah, Kyle.
But it was like technical too, like different.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They were gonna phone booth, like they used the angle as well. That was really fun.
It's an interesting. I talked to Harley at the last or 2 Cage Wars ago, and because like I think he only has like one pro fight, and like him and Kayla, they all went pro around the same time. Man, it's just really hard to get pro fights in New York or around New York because of all the regulations you guys got to do. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of you have to take kind of I don't know, just fights that wouldn't really be worth it financially, like in order to get anywhere with it.
Yeah,
but I don't know that it's hard to say though, because then again, like, guys like Al and Corey Norman, they've both had opportunities at LFA, and I mean, not like people are chomping at the bit to get matched against either of those guys, but
that's the hard part too. Is like when people like going pro, like they're just so, because they know they're monsters, and so it's hard for them to get fights, and people want to make, it's annoying.
I mean, that's even a little bit at the amateur level. Even like Ja had that issue, for a bit where like there was just dudes that would drop out or just didn't want to fight him, which understandable. The dude's fucking an animal, but
yeah, but then don't take the fight though. You know what I mean? Like, I get, I don't understand people take fights and then back out fights. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, I mean, I understand if you get hurt or sick or whatever. That's one thing, but like,
people just want to be able to, people just want to post.
Like, they want the people to be like, "Wow, you're really super tough. That guy's a tough guy." Blah blah blah, and then they bounce out. They're like, "Oh, it just didn't work out." It's like,
that's what I told Al too. Like when his guy dropped out the last time, I'm like, dude, I mean, I get it. I wouldn't want to fight you either, but I also wouldn't have signed up for it.
Yeah, I think some people, people sign up just with no intentions. I mean, see, when they're 15 pounds overweight, like it's crazy. But any other fights you guys are excited for? I mean, is there anybody else MVMMA? I think Santino is on this card, or
Santino, yeah, that's gonna be a banger. Him and he was, I think, I want to say 4th in the state, and he's wrestling, and he's fighting a guy that was an All-American at Oneonta. So yeah, that's gonna be a banger of a fight.
That's good. Yeah, there's some other good ones. There's some really good ones on there. I'm trying to think who. There's one that I was really excited about, and I am. Oh, the DePace is fighting a guy who's like kind of new. He's like 6'7" from Powerhouse.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. I just see when you see like real giants in there, and DePace isn't a small guy either. So see him going to look small is going to be insane.
Main event fight's a banger too.
Oh yeah, Prasad and Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, am I saying that right? Because somebody else.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
I'm old and white. Jesus.
So I worked with a woman. Her last name was De Jesus. We called her Lisa De Jesus for like 7 years until someone like, you're not saying that right.
Yeah, I don't know.
My bad. I live in Burn Hills, bro. That is what it is.
I'm trying my best, man. I'm like, I just read everything phonetically, but yeah, cool. That's about it. I think we're
Charcoal wings is what it is.
The what wings?
Charcoal wings.
Yeah, never had it.
Never heard of it? I just had the guy text me. They say it's like the biggest thing in Utica.
Who's this guy?
It's the biggest thing to him, maybe.
Who's the guy?
Scott Kimball just confirmed it.
No. Who's the guy? You're like, the guy. Is he Mr. Utica? Like, who's the guy?
He lives in Utica. His name's Tom Smith. I used to work with him.
I'll call Rich Lang. That's my lifeline.
Rich Lang.
Lang knows.
Rich Lang will know. He'll know.
Listen, I don't trust anyone from MBMA. They keep just grabbing great talents out of high school. It's weird.
Call it doing.
Like, I want to go to Duff's house and see if he's got like 1,000 baby oil bottles. Like, I just want to see what's going on over there.
No, he has a cloning. He has a clone
blood.
facility. He has a genetic lab in his garage just cloning these guys. That's where they pop out of nowhere. I've never heard of Alex Williams before, literally 6 months ago, and all of a sudden he's about to be the champion.
Because 6 months ago, I was still bottle feeding him human blood.
Exactly.
Feeding him raw chicken.
He's like, I'm gonna take Alex Williams, put a little Spanish, and look, we got Kenny Carrera. Look how it works.
No, you probably met Alex before, but he's grown like 6 feet and he had very long hair.
Oh yeah, I did used to have that really long hair.
Oh my god! We need to see a picture.
Look right here.
What, charcoal wings?
In Marcy.
Okay.
I mean, that I should know even more about it. That's like 3 minutes outside my door. I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
I'll take
I've
Scott
also
Kimball's word for it.
4 years. I don't know.
I'll take Scott's word for it. He's a stand-up gentleman.
Yes, he is.
So what? So like, did they throw them on the charcoal, or is that just the fuel they use so it gets the flavor?
No, when I had them, and like I said, I don't know. Maybe I got a bad batch. Maybe it wasn't that good at that place. Maybe it's just not that good. I don't know. You can't trust Utica people. We know this.
I think they just convinced Mel to eat charcoal.
Told me to get that black and white cookie, and it was amazing. And they were cheap. $10 for like 12 or something like that. It was like reasonably priced.
You know, I had in Utica I had for the first time Detroit pizza. I've never heard of that ever in my life, and I'm a fat guy. And it was at one of those gigantic super gas station things. And then I forget what pizza chain place started carrying Detroit style pizza.
What's the difference?
I have no fucking clue. It's like the difference between like a pan pizza and like thin crust. It's like a medium. Like I don't know. I've never heard of it before, and then I started seeing commercials for it.
Did you eat it? I thought you should start.
It was fucking delicious. I'm not gonna lie, and that was from a gas station. So it was.
Yo, okay, sorry to steer it back to Cage Wars. How cool are these posters, Alex?
Posters are dope.
They're amazing.
Sick. They're probably. I think they're the coolest ones since I've been fighting.
I think so too. She always does a really good job. That's what separates. I think Cage Wars. One thing that stood out to me always was Cage Wars was their production. Like they have the best. Their posters look great. She does a good job like matching the photos. Their lighting is good. I think people really and it matches the lighting of the poster. It just looks so well done. Like, it looks high class. Yeah. The videos are always good. Commentary is great. Mike Falvo's voice is great. Everything's ran well. Like the facility it's in is nice. It's obviously it's one of the best around. It's so it just like has that feel to it. And then but the posters are that's the first step into it, man. They have the best posters. Like Julie doesn't.
And they've had them for quite some time now. Like I mean, even before they moved into the casino, Jules has been like starting to knock out the box with the posters. Mm-hmm. And like I've messed around with Photoshop. I'm not any good at it, but bro, the amount of work that goes into that is crazy.
I think my overall favorite one was the first Mike Tyson's because the way that font was, the Mike Tyson fight night just looked really cool. Yeah. Posters were cool. But I think this Data one might be I don't know. They're tied. I think they're both the best. They're just so
it's the best theme one, probably. I don't think they've ever put out a theme one before.
No, you're right.
You know what I mean? Maybe when they had
the graffiti one was pretty cool. She did one with graffiti. That was pretty rad.
They did one for Valentine's Day. It was like the St. Valentine's Massacre or whatever, years and years, like back at the Armory, and they did some stuff with that, but nothing compares to what they put out this time.
The whole thing is so cool. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah,
cool. I think that can be like one of the only downfall of that is that it's so accessible and. If you are really good at like an amateur level, then like we were saying before, you get to the professional level and people look back on that like, dude, he was doing that in his first amateur fight. I don't want fucking any part of that.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, you guys watch a lot. I mean, I watch a lot of amateur fights. Anytime my guy fights somebody, I watch all the video I can watch on. And you look at some of these other promotions, and just to walk out. And like, I'm not shitting on their promotions. The other promotions are fine. I just think Cage Wars does it to a more professional level.
They have they have a really good crew. It's not just they use the crew they use is amazing. And
Chris Barnett said like he wishes you go back and do amateur so you can fight on this on a Cage Wars card.
Yeah.
But Flex Fights does a nice job. I haven't been to an elite card. I don't know what they're like.
They're really good. That's good. I think they have I like their venue as well, and that adds a lot to it. You know what I mean? Like the theme's cool. They always have very well matched up fights. They have really exciting fights.
One of the best places I ever worked was in Binghamton. I worked what's the promotion that's closer to you guys? They do a lot in Cortland.
Art of Combat?
Art of Combat.
I did a Gladius show when I first started refereeing. It was in a ballroom, very much like the casino size. And when you have a fight that's really like fireworks and whatever, like I'm screaming to the fighters the instruction to, hey, you gotta move or I'm gonna stop the fight. And the guy's like, I could barely hear you. I'm like 2 feet from his ear, like screaming in his ear. And that's why I think the casino is so awesome. Like when you have like that, even the Paula Fond Jeff Gregory fight last time was, I mean, obviously it was kind of one-sided, not very skillful, kind of a little bit everywhere. that place was loud as shit. Like I could barely hear like Rich that was sitting right next to me. You know that's what you gotta be careful about size and the amplification. But when Alex comes out like from that the Bryce fight was so loud in there, and someone looks at your tape and you see that, man, it really comes out well. I mean, the people videotaping it are kind of shaky, especially the editors.
They're fucking awful.
Yeah, I mean, they're supposed to be fucking filming it, and they're taking weird photos of the corner guys. You know.
You got shit like this going on. Nels with his Vaseline.
Yeah, if I get a t-shirt of that, that'd be great.
We got.
No, but like, how did Alex? Have you ever fought for anyone other than Cage Wars?
Yeah, I fought for it was a clash. They came together, K4 and Art of Combat. Actually, fought right in the Nexus Center. It was different because like it was a new venue that they never done it before. They did it in the Nexus Center in Utica, and they didn't do any like the lights really. Like it was when I was in the cage, because like you guys have been in the cage, everyone at Cage Wars. So when you're in the cage, it's all blacked out around. You can only see. So I'm in the cage, and I literally remember looking out of the cage and seeing Rich Lang clapping his hands in the middle of the fight, and I was like, "Well, there's Rich over there."
Oh my god!
So, I can see everybody. I can see all my friends in the crowd. Like,
did you watch the UFC at the Sphere?
Yeah, I saw that.
Right. I thought that would be extremely distracting if you're looking at the video wall, you know, rather than looking the other way to a dark, like you were saying, like, I don't know. I don't have great eyes. Like I have a hard time focusing sometimes. I can only imagine circling and going from light to dark.
Yeah.
And, shout out to
double dose my ADHD medicine.
Oh,
yeah. I don't like I said. I've never fought in that kind of environment before, but I'm glad you brought that up. That's pretty interesting.
The Nexus Center was weird though. That one, it was cool for me with a camera on the outside because I was there filming like Alex, and it was cool for me because the lighting, I didn't have to change anything.
Yeah.
So that was cool. But the whole time I was kind of thinking like, this is probably a little weird for the fighters with the whole crowd just super visible. But I mean, it could be a cool venue though. That place packed out.
If they could figure out the lighting, like that would be an amazing show.
The worst one I did was in Rome, the Rome Theater.
Oh yeah.
And Cage Wars did it out there because they had Joey Cutlass. Is that guy's name out in that area? He was like the 145 champion back like in 2014
from MVMA.
I don't know where he was from, to be honest. He was a roofer as a trade. I don't know what gym he was from. And the cage was on a stage, and every time it circled out to the edge, I felt like the cage was going to fall off the stage.
No,
I went to a oh god, what it was New England fights. One of their cards that Piersma was on, it was the same thing. It was a really weird venue. It had like a bar set up, like raised above, like where you would normally see like general admission in front of a stage, and then a tiny little cage up on the stage. Super strange. And just a wild crowd of people, like who had no regard for their own safety, just yelling at professional fighters. Like,
I worked Spirit FC in Messina, New York, on a Native American reservation, and there had to be as many fights in the crowd as there was in the cages. And there's this one guy who got knocked down, fetal position, facing the cage. Took 2, 3, 4 unanswered shots. I stopped the fight. They booed me so badly you couldn't hear the announcer say the answer because I stopped the fight before the guy was basically dead. Like it was rough time. But it was an ice
bro. Different rules in the res, bro.
Yeah, it was cool because it was on an ice skating rink, which
that is kind of cool.
Cage Wars.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think the new Cage Wars is going to be like in September next year?
When they have the arena.
Yeah.
Probably rad, dude. Probably awesome. Hey, let's go real quick. Bring it back to like because there's a million fights in this card.
Yeah.
we have a bunch of guys from our gym fighting too. Daniel Van Nostrand is fighting Jeremy Campos in a rematch. That'll be awesome. Two huge guys, both skilled and long. So like that'd be kind of cool to watch. The Barros brothers are monsters. So look for them. I'm trying to Nate. Oh, this is cool. So Nate Lopez is fighting his first fight at our gym, and he's fighting a dude from Power Slap, which is cool. That guy's coming over.
Really?
Yeah. So like he guy wants to, so that's pretty. Oh no, excuse me. Nate is not. Nate is fighting a guy from Street Beefs. Pardon me.
DJ is
fighting a guy from Power Slap, and DJ is a debut fighter for us. And the Power Slap guy wants to try to which is really cool, just because it's like.
Is it the same Street Beefs dude that fought for Cage Wars before?
Yes. There's two of them who have, I believe. This guy is Tim Yonk, I believe. And Nate.
Yeah. How do you pronounce his last name? I never knew what I pronounced it.
I think Yonk. It's
Y-A-U-N-C, right?
Yeah, it's Yonk, I think.
Okay. No, I'm not questioning it. I was always curious how to pronounce it.
I'll have Nate ask him during the fight. And then so the Barros brothers are like Musa has fought once before. He almost fought Santino last time, but then there was a miscommunication on our part. Let's just say that. And then
I think I've convinced DJ to use my secret technique in the MMA fight. So
what's the secret technique?
I believe.
But you can't say it.
It's not going to matter. If he can do it, it's not going to matter. I believe that a unutilized technique in the novice divisions of MMA is the pink belly.
Slapping the belly?
I mean,
Alex has never been bullied a day in his life because he doesn't know what the fuck that is.
Oh yeah,
so,
it's an old.
I believe
Mike Ryken is fighting too. I want to say that's going to be a good fight. He's boxed. He's from Amsterdam originally. He moved out of state. They're bringing him back. He's going to be on the podcast like next episode. I think I'm saying his name right. Ryken. Sorry. Explain what a pink belly is, Nels, because you're a bully.
So instead of punching his body, open hand slapping the stomach repeatedly. Now you think about it. If I had you in side control, Alex, how many times could I punch you in the stomach until it would get to a point where you'd want to tap?
Forever.
Right? Now, what if I open hand slapped your bare stomach? How many times do you think you can take that?
Are you flirting right now? Like, what is going on?
I'm telling you. And Alex said forever, when he comes out here, we're going to come to our gym. And I'm going to slap him in the stomach. I guarantee you by the fifth slap, he taps out.
Who?
Anybody.
Rican. Okay, there we go. Sorry, man. Hunt. Where are we? Okay, this sounds like some kind of fantasy you're trying to get out and work out in real time.
Listen, I'll do it to Jordan. I'll do it to you.
Exactly. Nobody's asking for it, Nels. You're just like, oh yeah, okay, I'll do it to Jordan.
Listen,
I'm like, dude, no.
Listen, back in the day, they made Bruce Lee prove that his martial art worked. I'm willing to prove that my martial art works.
No, I'm not letting you fucking rub my belly.
I think it would just make your opponent mad. I don't think it would put a stop to it. I mean, maybe you specifically with your giant fucking meat paws, but
yeah, true.
But I don't know.
Yeah, another unutilized attack with the novice is knees to the body on the ground.
100%, right? We were talking about that recently. Yeah, just like. Because I think because novice just seems like so like there's so many little weird no head. It's like because knees to the body are fucking brutal. If somebody's on the ground inside, you can just ram into like that should be more illegal than a fucking head punch almost because like
and I think like a lot is posting. You obviously can't hit in the throat, but you can post. Right,
that's what I did in the Jeff fight. That's what got him to tap because I
think that's what a lot of people think. Just because you can't like you can't headbutt, obviously, but I can put my head into your temple and post on it, and that's completely legal. So I think there's a lot of underutilized rules because people think it's illegal or associate with being illegal. So you're right.
Yeah,
New York specifically is a little odd too, where it has like different rules. Because I know like Cage Titans in Massachusetts, their novice fights it's no different than what we'd have at an experience level.
Yeah. I do like. I'm one of the very few people who think novice rules is an awesome idea.
Yeah, because you got some people who think that, and then you get out there and so don't get hurt, and
Well, you find you get a lot of people that go into gyms and they think they know jiu-jitsu, and then they get underneath somebody and they have no idea how to fucking get out, and they're getting fucking smashed in the face.
Well, I think it's also. The only thing I think is I wish they like altered the rule or the judging. Pardon me, not the rule set, the judging for that, because like I don't know. It's
Alex, you a big UFC fan?
Yeah, I watch it all the time.
What'd you think about the last card? They had a lot of judging issues on that card. What did you think about that?
Yeah, I think that Jose Aldo won for sure.
100%.
Oh, 100%.
I don't think Juliana Pena won either.
I disagree with that. I think that
one was a little closer for sure.
That's one of those.
Listen, I could say this. I don't think anybody cares either way if she won or lost, because nobody pays attention to that division anymore. That's like
I don't. Maybe I'm being biased because I can't stand Juliana. Because like to get on the microphone after and call out Amanda again, it's like you got your ass whooped by her.
So I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say this.
So like,
in her defense, no one cares about Kayla Harrison. I mean, no one cares about
Hakeem. Hakeem will have a word with you.
Listen, I asked Hakeem to show you our talks on Facebook Messenger. It's nothing but anti-Kayla Harrison things. She is a phenomenal athlete, but please do not tell me that judo is the reason why she is a great athlete. Same with Ronda Rousey. It's got nothing to do with it whatsoever. But no one wants to see those two fight. Those two it's going to be a boring ass fight. Everyone wants to see Nunes come back and just smash somebody.
I mean, dodging fights and trying to call out somebody who's retired. Yeah.
What's that?
Dodging fights and calling out somebody who already said they're retired. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like Kayla Harrison is probably at least not number one, number two fight, but there's no money yet. Just like Rich said, like, are you going to buy a pay-per-view that the headlining fight is Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison? Are you buying that?
No way.
Like, that's going to be the most pirated UFC fight of all time. And like, but if Amanda Nunes came back, would you not watch that fight? I would watch that fight.
I'd watch it.
I mean, I'd watch both, but I mean, your casual viewer, no, they aren't going to want to like pay for that. But then again, are they going to pay for Amanda Nunes either? They don't really like, unless it's Ronda Rousey, they aren't going to fucking have any idea what's happening.
When you Google Amanda Nunes, you see what Amanda did to Ronda. You see what she did to.
But most people aren't going to do that. They're going to.
But just smashing people. I'd be like, if I was a casual, I want to see this girl.
Oh, 100%. I mean, when you see her highlights, especially when you see her highlights, she hits like a.
And I mean, what she did to Cyborg? Are you kidding me? Like people tap before they even get in the cage with Cyborg, and she just mushed her.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I agree like with that, but the judging was horrendous this past weekend.
Really bad.
Alex is making his case for being the GOAT. Bro, his finish is just so amazing. Like, so amazing. Every one is just brutal. It's like that's what you want from fighting. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, just entertainment, short turnaround. You know, he's I don't know, man. He's awesome.
Yeah, six fights is a lot, man, considering we're only in October. Like,
yeah.
Is this your sixth or is it gonna be seven?
This will be my sixth.
Sixth fight, yeah. Man, that's a fight every other month. Like, that's crazy. That's awesome work. Have you like how do I
I'll internet.
Speaking of Al,
I'll send the chat. I'll send the
chat.
Oh, with the chat. So real quick too. Also, Hayden Speckhart is fighting Larry Sagendorf on this card, which is kind of cool. Hayden, quick turnaround. He wants to get back out there. And who else?
That took one off, right?
What?
Hayden took one card off, right?
Yeah.
He wanted to take a little more time. I know that, but then all of a sudden he kind of just decided.
Jordan, forward Al the link to get into the studio. I can't for some reason send it to him. But yeah, it's funny because I think in June, Hayden was like, "Yeah, I think I'm done for the year. I'm gonna concentrate on this." And he's got I think he's got at least 2 fights since then. The guy's a fucking animal. He's a workhorse. But yeah, Hayden's a good dude, man. I love that kid. We have 7. I think. Did you go through all 7 of our fights, Rich?
I'm in outer space right now. I think so. He said Musa's fight was really good.
That's your teammate right there. Hayden's cooler than Alex. Musa,
Mukhtar, me,
Hayden,
Nate, DJ,
and Daniel. Yeah. That's a full night of fights. Luckily, I only have to babysit the one and only Richard the Cloudhammer. Dude, that fucking photo, the way Jordan's sitting makes it look like I'm really in a bad position on Jordan.
Bro, that's really funny.
Really,
I can't see it, but
it's got the Vaseline bottle or by his head.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, please don't, people.
I've
Please
seen
don't
it.
stop us.
I opened up
Somebody
Facebook
screenshot
message
that,
out. The
please.
first thing that pops up is that.
Here he is, one of the all-time greats in Cage Wars, the champ, Al Moro. How's the knee, big guy?
It's hanging in there, but I got on here to tell you that I just made 20 bags of homemade marshmallows, and so I'm going to start selling them. And so I figured I'd get on this famous podcast here, dude. So I got cookie butter, orange cream, pumpkin spice. Fuck your fight, Alex. We're promoting me now. All right, that's what's happening.
I'm kidding.
I just wanted to get on and say hi to everybody.
You just get infomercial bomb. Hey, no,
what's that?
What are the? Are you use
absolutely?
Do you use high quality ingredients those marshmallows? Because I'm looking for a marshmallow plug.
Oh, bro. So like, if we look at what I decided to do over the last week, because like just not training is driving me nuts. I have all these flavors.
I was wondering.
And these Amazon has had like just what?
I was wondering what you do. I saw you with all those. I'm like, is this dude selling essential oils now? Like, what's going on?
Dude, it's just like there's nothing because like I can lift and I can hit the bag, but there's like nothing to do. So, but my doctor gave me the clearance to like coach, so I'm going to start coaching again next week.
If the general public does not know, Al suffered an unfortunate injury in his last professional fight, so he's out of commission for a little bit.
Yeah.
But so now he's making marshmallows, which is awesome.
Al, if I ever took a fight,
is there Red 40
creamsicle marshmallows in between rounds?
I like marshmallows, dude. I have a weird thing.
No, Alex asked me if there was Red 40, and at this time I have the most unnatural food coloring. So yes, tons of it. It's not a healthy snack though.
I don't like.
Dude, the food coloring was $5, and it barely color. Everything looks exactly the same. So this is hey, let's see if you can tell the difference. So this is cookie butter, and then let's see. This is apple pie. They look exactly the fucking same.
So please tell me you call it Al Marshmallow.
Dude, go look at my last post. Maro's Mellows, dude. I had AI make a logo for me and everything.
I like Al
Marshmallow Man Maro.
Yeah, exactly. I like Al Marshmallow.
Al, the number one question is: have you ever
marshmallow? It sounds like you're even saying it.
Al Marshmallow.
No, but I just wanted to get on realistically though, and then I'll hop off and let Alex have his thing. I just wanted to say to you guys, because we've had Alex in the gym since he was 14 or 15, Alex.
I said 14.
Alex, I asked you a question.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Never mind. All right, we're gonna continue. But
no, Al, Al,
but basically,
Alex is speaking. He's answering you. He said 14 or 15. You can't hear him. He's speaking.
Oh no, I couldn't hear him. That's okay, but he's not. But basically, but I just wanted to say, and we all feel the same at the gym. I saw him; he was on here. I wanted to give him his flowers. That he's working really hard. We're all really proud of him. That's all I wanted to say. And you should all tune in to watch him fight because he's the future of Cage Wars and the future of CNY MMA. My opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you, Al.
Hey, you're a good kid.
He also just knocked out one of the Chappelle guys. Bye.
You're a real good guy. I'm gonna buy those marshmallows. I like that.
Dude, I could tell the edible was really hitting when he's
He's starting to slump down and
like marshmallow, and you just fucking died.
It's a pun. I know. I gotta go. We gotta go. It's literally
we gotta wrap this up before Jekyll and Hyde comes out.
I know. Then, I'm in a good mood now. I just want to play Space Marine too, bro. I'm gonna say the Imperium of Man needs me, dude.
You gotta go to sleep, Rich. Past your bedtime.
Alex, give some shout outs to friends, family, sponsors, whoever you want to talk about.
Just shout out to Duff Holmes being the mastermind about it all, and shout out to everybody at MVMA because we're just all family.
Nice.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for being on, man. Appreciate you. I love watching your journey and your growth, and you're a really good dude, man. You're actually, I always enjoyed speaking to you, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me on.
Make sure you wear a belly shirt for weigh-in so I can slap your stomach. All right, buddy?
Yeah, I got you. All right, I'll see you guys.
This is the Netflix documentary. Hey, all right, take care, man. All right. Are we?